Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Madison, and for today's video I am going to be doing a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. This is one of my absolute most favorite brands, and I figured I definitely have enough products to do a full face, so I wanted to see. I got some products that I've never tried before from her just to complete the look. I've got some all-time favorites, so let's just jump into it. I have some of the skincare as well, so we're just going to start the look. Alright, for skincare, I did pick up this little set. I've never tried any Charlotte Tilbury skincare before, and I got this little set. Let me turn the lights down so you can kind of see, of all of her skincare products, or like most of them. So I am going to be applying some of them right now. I'm not going to do like the face mask or anything right now, but my skin is all cleansed and ready. So I guess we're going to start with the Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. It's like the serum. And oh, a little bit more maybe. Oh, this is really expensive, so I'm gonna try not to use a lot just in case I end up like loving it. Okay, it smells like if you ever have used Origins products, that's what this smells like very spa-like. Alright, so I did some of the elixir. Now we're going to go in with the Magic Cream. This is like crazy popular, I'm pretty sure. Like one of her best-selling products. Oh, it's a little thicker than I was imagining. Ooh, it feels nice. Yeah, it definitely has like that spa kind of like botanical smell. But I don't hate it. Ooh. I'm not really looking to replace any of like my regular skincare items, but if I do enjoy these, they might be like my new skin prep, because I know that's kind of like what Charlotte Tilbury is all about. She really likes to focus heavy on the skin prep to make sure the look comes out. Alright, I pulled my hair out of my face, and I think we're gonna get started on the eyes. I think that's what I want to do. So, for the eyes today, I have this palette. I'm not sure if this is still sold, but a lot of her palettes, they seem like they have similar colors in them. I'm going to be using the Instant Eye Palette Smoky Eyes Are Forever. This is what she looks like. I think this was holiday this past year. And I'm going to do, I think, some kind of like pink, smoky, glam eyes, because I don't know about y'all, but I love looking on the Charlotte Tilbury Instagram page on the promo shots for any of her products, because her models, they look good. Like, they test the products on those models and make them look so good, and I think that speaks a lot to how they work and the artistry behind the brand. So I'm just a really big fan. I know some people might think it's a little overpriced, things like that, which is totally understandable, but this is one of my favorite brands. So I'm going to they're separated out like between looks, but I'm just gonna kind of like mix everything. So I'm gonna first go in with the first kind of matte brown in the palette, and I have a little bit of an eye base down. Start putting that in my crease. Let's zoom in. Alrighty, now we're all good. Alright, start buffing that brown in my crease. From outer corner to inner corner. This is just going to set us up for like a nice little base and give us some kind of idea of like the shape that we're working with, and so on and so forth. So just blend that until you think it looks nice. I'm going to switch over to a more fluffy brush. These shadows blend out really nicely. They have a lot of pigment to them, but they blend away as soon as you, not blend away, but like the harshness will blend away. Alright, so I kind of smoked that out and like blended it almost completely because I don't want that to be like a showstopper of the look. So next we are going to go in with this deep chocolatey brown right here. I'm going to take that on a really small brush. This is a Morphe A18. I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to start stamping it across my lash line. About halfway in, like once I get to the color of my eye, I'm going to stop. And I am going to kind of flick that upwards. Just taking from the outer corner and just literally flicking my brush. Doesn't have to be super tidy and neat. And we're just gonna kind of do that until we kind of like how it looks, until it looks not like a mistake and more intentional. I'm gonna go ahead and do it with the other eye and then we will blend that out. Alright, taking a clean brush with nothing on it, I'm just going to lightly, not too much pressure, but blend over that little liner we just made. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing with that same little brush, dipping into the black and just repeating that step over. And the brown just kind of acts as like a little bit of a, kind of like you traced it out ahead of time before going in with the real stuff. Because black is a lot less forgiving and a lot less blendable than, say, a dark brown would be, just because of formulation, things like that. And you want to make sure you like the direction you're going in with before you go in with the black. Now I'm barely even tapping into the black and it's already building, as you can see. So we're going to head off the liner for a little bit and then go back in to our crease and see what we can work up there. Alright, I'm going to take that same dark brown and I'm going to place my brush where that wing kind of starts and kind of stamp along my crease right here. So you can see us kind of connecting. And slowly just kind of blend inwards, not all the way in. I want to leave like the inner kind of quarter of my lid free of darkness. So I'm just blending that very gently. I'm putting like the tiniest bit of pressure on my brush and just connecting it to that kind of that point of that wing. And going right in that like socket you can kind of feel on your eye when you're putting the shadow like deep in that socket. I'm going to go back in with my black and kind of touch up the wing and flick inwards to kind of connect the black with the crease. And you can go back in and kind of blend that. Alright, I'm going to go attach the other eye up and then I'll be back. Alright, I'm going to take that fluffy brush that I kind of used in the beginning and take a little bit of that lightest brown that we just did the base with and kind of just hug around everything we just did, just for more of a seamless blend. So just kind of blending those corners a bit. Because we want this to look pretty harsh, like we liked the shape we created, but we just want everything to be a little bit more seamless. Now I'm going to go in with one of my favorite colors from this palette, and it is this shimmery pink right here. I am going to pick that up on kind of a flat little brush, and I'm going to spray it with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And I am going to place this pink anywhere that we did not blend those darker shades. Just kind of coloring inside the lines. You can see that. This color has a little bit of like glitter or flakes in it, so spraying it is going to help that it doesn't go everywhere. And it really gives you control over where you are placing your product. So that's what that's looking like. Now I do want the pink to be a little bit more bright, so I'm going to take this first pink shade right here. You can barely see it, it's like really washed out, but it is almost like the color of her highlighter, Pinkgasm, if you're familiar. And I am just going to lay a little dusting of that right on top. Not trying to cover up that color completely, but just add a little bit of brightness to it. And then I'm going to take the lightest shade in the lightest shimmery shade. It's right next to that one. It's kind of a platinum. And I'm going to stoot that in my inner corners. Alright, and then last but not least, we are going to fix up our brow bone with just this kind of bone shade in the palette. And just kind of clean up around the brow to give us some dimension. So that is the top, like, eyes done. I'm going to skip over to face, and then we will complete the rest of the eye look. So we already prepped our skin with the skincare products. Now next I am just going to spray my face with a little bit of setting spray. I really like the mister and how this one feels, the airbrush setting spray. All these products are from Charlotte Tilbury, so I feel like I don't need to keep saying the name. I'm going to let that dry down just a little. And then I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. Mine does not have a label on it. I am in the shade 1 Fair, and I'm just going to... I love this product. I use this pretty much every time I do my makeup, and I still haven't ran out of it, which I think is impressive. So I like to put it like under my eyes as well. If you like a glowy finish, I think you'll like that as well. Blending that in. And you'll see it does give us like a little bit of coverage. Now this product is not a foundation, but it's not really just a highlighter as well. Especially in the summer, I like to use this as a foundation because I feel like with a little bit of concealer, it gives you that perfect light coverage and it keeps you nice and dewy all day long. So just blending that in, you can see I'm quite luminous now. And for foundation, we are going to be going in with the Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is newer for Charlotte Tilbury, but before I do that, I am going to color correct. Now, the only thing I don't have for this video is a concealer, but I do have her color corrector, so I am going to apply that. This is in the lightest shade, under my eyes, right in the corner, and then right underneath, and kind of tap. Hopefully by doing this under our foundation, it'll kind of not be that noticeable that I don't have concealer. I feel like this is... something's pilling on my skin, I'm not sure what. And I'm just going to apply this over any spots as well to neutralize any darkness we might have. Yeah, I feel like something's pilling on my skin. That's strange, maybe the skincare. I'm going to go in with the foundation. I am in the shade 1 Neutral. I did do a review all about this foundation on my channel, and as well as a wear test. You can go check that out. I'm just going to apply it with a brush. I think I preferred the brush in my video, so. This is a quite lovely foundation. Definitely not like a full coverage, full beat foundation. If that's what you are looking for, this might not be it, but I haven't tried any of her other foundations. I would be interested to see how those perform, but I really like this one. This one just sounded like it would be right up my alley, and it definitely is. I'm gonna turn the lights down just a wee bit so you can maybe see what's going on a little bit better. My skin is going through it. It is that time of the month, and so my skin is extra dry and a little bit breakout prone right now. So this foundation is beautiful, even if it doesn't look like it today on my skin. All right, so I'm gonna let that kind of sit for just a minute, and we are going to move on to contour and like all of our cream products. So I'm sure everyone knows about this product. I'm going to be using the Hollywood Contour Wand. I am in the shade Fair Medium, and let me move my hair. I am just going to apply this in the hollows of my cheeks, the nose, a little bit on the forehead, under the lip, and the jaw. Kind of started doing this thing where I like connect the contour all the way down because I feel like I have like a wide face. I'm going to take the same brush I used for my foundation, and I'm just going to get to town on blending. So with something like this that's a little bit more liquidy, I like to kind of tap it first and then start like the buffing motions, because I feel like if you just start right out of the gate of the like blending buffing motions, you're going to lose all of your placement. So tap, 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 and then you can kind of like sweep and buff out more seamlessly, but you don't want to lose your placement. You don't want to just become like a muddy mess. And with the cheeks, I like to kind of swipe upwards. Let's do our nose. Alright, so you can see we are pretty sculpted now. I love this contour. I just feel like it works really well for my skin, and I like the color a lot. So let's move on to blush. Now I am going to be using some powder products on top of these, but I am going to go in with the Glowdasm Beauty Wand in Pink Gasm for some blush. Kind of tapping that more towards the apples of my cheeks, but kind of lifting it. I'm going in with this kind of brush and just stamping the blush in. I love the color that this is. It's so pretty. I know these are kind of hard to find, but I would check on Charlotte Tilbury's direct website. That's where I got mine. I think she restocks a little bit more often on the website rather than like Sephora and other places. And the last kind of cream product we're going to be using is the highlighter. This is the Spotlight Wand, or the Beauty Light Wand in Spotlight. And I'm just going to, I really like this highlight. I think it's really gorgeous. There, I've been liking to do on my chin lately. And I'm going to take the same brush I did with my blush and just tap that in as well. I just think this color is so good for someone of my skin tone. I know there's some darker ones as well. I'm looking quite luminous, so I'm going to go ahead and set my face with setting spray, and then we'll get some powder on. Okay, so clearly I like doused my face, so I'm going to let that dry, and then we'll set with powder and keep going. Alright, my skin is mostly dry, so I'm going to be going in with the, what is this called? The Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I did get a mini just because I wanted to see how it worked. This will be my first time using it. So I'm going to take a little, this is kind of like a big pointed brush, and let's go right here first. Alright, it's not looking bad. It is taking away my shine, but not in a way that makes me feel like it's drying. I definitely am not getting that effect that I've been seeing on TikTok of people like putting it on their skin and their pores disappear. Like, you can still see the texture on my skin. So I definitely wouldn't buy this thinking it's going to like make your pores look like they never existed, but it is a nice powder. It didn't add any kind of additional drying. I like it. I think it's a nice powder, but definitely don't get too carried away with the TikTok people telling you that it's going to shrink your pores in 2 seconds. I don't think that's the case. Alright, what's next? Now I'm going to set some of the face areas with some powder products. So this is the Film Star Bronze and Glow kind of contour duo. And I'm going to be using the contour shade and just kind of placing that where we placed our contour. These are really nice. These are one of the first products I picked up from Charlotte Tilbury that made me want to, you know, keep exploring the brand. I think this is a really great product. The highlight in here is really nice for someone who doesn't want an overly shimmery highlight, who might feel like that maybe emphasizes texture or fine lines, and it's just a really nice kind of subtle highlight, but still gives you a nice little kind of candlelit glow. So I went ahead and set that, and then I do have a blush as well. I have the blush in the shade Pillow Talk Intense, I believe. Now, I do like the kind of like rosy shades that I already have on my cheeks, so I am just going to swirl this just a tad, tap off the excess, and just intensify the blush. A little on the nose, a little on the forehead and the chin, just to even everything out. Alright, and then for highlighter, I will just go ahead and go in with that same little palette that I mentioned, just to kind of give us a little extra glow. Yeah, as you can see, it's just really beautiful. It adds a nice shine, but it doesn't get too shimmery, too loud, or anything like that. Alright, let's go back to our eyes. I think for the lower lash line, I am just going to kind of keep it smoky and like connect it. So I'm going to take that same little brush, that dark brown that we used, and really kind of stamp it and then sweep it upwards. Let's zoom in a little. So kind of stamp it under the eye and then bring it up to connect to that little like wing shape that we did with the shadow. I'm going to do that with the other eye. And then I'm going to take a fluffy brush with that lightest brown that we used and look up and really just smoke that and blend it out. to add just like a little bit of warmth, I'm going to take this kind of warm reddish brown right there, tap off my brush, and just ever so slightly go over everything on the bottom just to give us a little bit of warmth. I feel like sometimes if you go too cool toned, it might wash you out a little bit, or you might feel like you're just missing something, especially if you have like a nice bronze going on the skin. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some eyeliner. This is the Pillow Talk eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury. It's like their iconic shade. Mine probably needs to be sharpened, and I'm going to run this in my waterline. And that kind of just adds like a little bit of a smoky berry kind of look that's going to tie in the pink really nicely. So let's zoom out just a little. Alright, next we got to do brows. Now, the only thing from her that I got brow rise was the Legendary Brows Micro Precision Tinted Brow Gel. Usually on an everyday basis, I just use a brow gel, so I figured this would be fine. Let's see. Alright, I got the shade Taupe. Oh, okay. It looks like it's upside down, but it's not. It's this like tiny, tiny little brush. And let's just see. Okay, so far nothing happened. This brush is so tiny, it feels like you're absolutely not doing anything to your eyebrows. Okay, can you guys see anything? I feel like my brows look the exact same. Like, I feel like this brush is so flimsy that it's not even like moving my eyebrow hair. There's definitely like, I guess, some product on there, but it's not really giving me anything. Sorry if something weird just happened with the lighting. Hopefully it's fine, but I don't think the brow gel is a win for me, guys. I've loved everything I've used in this video, but I feel like that did nothing. I mean, there's definitely some product on my eyebrows, but I don't know. Maybe that's for people who have like perfect eyebrows. Next, we're gonna go in with the Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes. It's my first time using this. I got a mini again because there's no reason to buy full products when you have as much makeup as me, unless you know that you really love them. So this is my first time trying this out. I've heard really good things about it. Not a big fan of the brush. It's a little spiky for my taste. It kind of hurts, but so far I like how the lashes are looking. It's not as voluminous as I prefer with mascara, but I'm a little picky. But for more like, I feel like this is like more like lifting and lengthening. And usually I hate these kinds of mascaras, but this one's actually really nice. I feel like this would be like more of like my no makeup, because I feel like less volume looks better on like a no makeup day. Also, I've been using a lash serum. Can you guys tell? I feel like my lashes are super long now. Oh, that's pretty. I think that's really pretty. Hold on. Alright, let's do a little on the bottoms. Again, if the lighting is messed up, I'm gonna scream, but that's fine. Next, we're gonna do lips. Now I am going to go in with my Pillow Talk Lip Cheat Liner. I just feel like this look warrants that. I love how these liners feel on the lips. I think they are so nice. They really glide, but they do have some like grip to them. I hate when it's just like super creamy and you feel like it's doing nothing to like actually keep anything on. I'm going to fill in my whole lip with this. Alright, so that is what the liner looks like, just plain. And I think to top it off, I'm going to put a little bit of Kim KW Nude. This is one of her lipsticks in the center. And kind of yeah, I'm just going to blend that with my finger. And I feel like that's complete. Let's hit with a little bit of setting spray. Alright, and that is the finished look. Give you kind of like a little bit of a close-up. Let me turn the lights down just a tad. Feel like overall the skin looks really nice. I look really hydrated and dewy. I love how the eye look turned out. I tried to like embody the Charlotte Tilbury kind of like smoky eyes, really like bombshell eye look. I don't quite look like one of her models, but I think the makeup look looks really good. I love the lip. I think Charlotte Tilbury does lips beautifully, as well as her complexion products. I think my cheeks looked so nice and hydrated and just like plump. But yeah, that was my full face of Charlotte Tilbury. It definitely was nice to kind of see how all of her products work together with no other kind of help from any other brand. And I think that Charlotte Tilbury is one of those brands that you could totally just purchase everything from them and be satisfied and not have anything else. Not that anyone's going to do that, but yeah, I loved everything except for maybe the brow product. I think that that was not ideal for my type of brows, but I'd be interested if anyone has like that's their favorite. Let me know like what kind of eyebrows you have. But yeah, that's it for me, I think. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite products are from Charlotte Tilbury, or if you got inspired by this video and you liked some of the products and want to go pick them out, just let me know down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and what kind of makeup you're into these days, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye!